Good morning to all you lads from the US, from Europe, or good afternoon if you're like from another part of the world. Welcome to GSR and welcome to the OoT GSR tournament. Back in the day, this was still called No I Am Wrong Board, but hey. Welcome to Winner Workers Round 4 to Bono versus CMA, a really great match we have coming up. And since nobody wants to hear my not really lovely voice, but just see the game and listen to the commentators, let's mute the music and let's switch layouts to see what's going on and to hear Mopsy and Greg. Hey guys, what up?
Hey,
Yeah,
how's it going?
You know me.
it's going pretty good.
That's just fantastic.
Yeah,
So, yeah, this
Mopsy,
is gonna be a hell of a matchup.
Mopsy not sleeping like always, like classic here.
No, my sleep schedule is just skewed. I'm not depriving myself of sleep. I would never do such a thing as that.
I gotta say, it's rare that there's a matchup where the people in the Americas get no sleep and people in Europe actually wake up rested for this. Normally, it's the other way around. Feels nice.
Yeah, looks like they're both readied up right now, so the race should be starting in 10 seconds. And they're off.
At least on their screen. For us, we're still waiting a little bit.
Yeah,
Hey, you had that nice little countdown on your side now
It's
that
nice.
shows, you know?
That's new. I like that. So this is probably one of the hypest matchups in this tournament. These two players are both incredibly good. Two of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
And in this character in particular, they are second seed and third seed respectively. So we should be seeing a really, really close match.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what Bonner's PB is. I think it's a 115 or a high 114.
Benoru, it's a 114.40, I think.
Yeah, 114.40. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Second place. And CMA has like a mid 115, I think.
Yeah, like a 115.30. Yeah, and Bono is the previous record holder.
Yep.
Now, both runners are on VC, I believe.
Yeah, I know Benoru is. I'm pretty sure CMA is as well. Pretty sure CMA and TKC are the JP runners on VC. Everyone else does N64, I think.
Yeah, the N64 hope lies with like Judo Garuda now, I think.
Yeah, like Judo is the hope of NA and N64, the last remaining bastion of both those territories.
The both runners going through the unavoidable about 3 minutes of cutscenes to start off the run. Nothing too fancy here.
Yeah, standard GSR, standard OoT. You got quite a lengthy intro, followed by a little bit of action, and then a little bit more cutscenes.
Yeah, there aren't too many cutscenes once you become an adult. It's not too bad.
Right, almost the intro. So both players are both on VC, going the exact same route. They're going to be getting Sword and Shield and leaving the forest straight away.
Yep. I like how one of them opted to go above and one of them opted to go below. At the beginning, doesn't really matter, but
I'm pretty sure above is slightly faster. I'm not too sure.
yeah, I think above's faster, but it's slightly harder. To do fast, anyway. And CMA takes a slight lead.
Yeah, over a missed rupee.
Not much though, because
Yeah.
Banu got to the crawl space a little bit better.
Basically in sync right now. Opener with the invert side hop. My favorite way to lose time. So that little side hop that Banu just did to the left is actually not his fault at all. There's like one frame after the camera's changing that your inputs are reversed. So you can input a right side up and get a left one instead. And it drives me absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it happens usually if you go too fast. I
Yeah.
think. But
You guys are exactly in sync.
both of them collecting rupees for a shield now, doing a bit of interesting movement through the little maze there, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah, and then doing the first big trick of the run, which is bridge clip, where you do a jump slash to hide your jump off that fence, so you can get onto that bridge. That saves a bit more time than getting another rupee in the area. It takes about 3 seconds of getting another rupee, but it is frame perfect. CMA go from West Escape, but they're starting to go for a safer West Escape instead. Oh, CMA gets stuck. Banuro is first out of the forest, yep. CMA turned a little bit too much in his Wester.
Yeah. Still not a bad escape time, though. They're pretty close to each other.
Yeah, Banuro takes a slight lead by a few seconds. But this is GSR. There's always more time to lose, time to gain later on.
Yeah, it's certainly enough for you. In fact, escape is like the one segment that everyone normally is really consistent on.
Yeah, because you do it every time, no matter what.
Yeah. There's no escaping escape.
Yeah. Ironically enough.
So both of them collected the ocarina, which they're going to need to play just a couple songs throughout the run, but works out to be a little quicker than getting bottled and doing ocarina items.
Also, they need the Ocarina to actually get bomb chews.
Oh yeah, on VC, I'm so used to N64.
Yeah, well, they could do another glitch to get bomb chews, but not
See if
exactly.
any of them go for an owl skip. Yeah, we got one owl skip.
This is a really dangerous choice to make for this. Because if he drops this halfway through, then he's basically losing a minute the way outside. Actually, more than that, about a minute and a half way outside the castle. I feel like it's always the JP runners who take the big risks.
Yeah,
these races.
And they're usually pretty good at them too.
Yeah, like TKC in his races has always done owl skips. Yeah, every single time.
You pretty much have to go for the owl skips if you're CMA now.
Yeah, so the owl skip, it didn't look fast at all. It didn't like I saved any time, but what it did was it advanced time of day much further. So that when he gets to, so that by the time he gets to guards, it will turn day earlier than it will for Banuro. So that, and the big goal right now is to waste time of day. So he can get to the courtyard without wasting any time. Without doing owl skips, you get to the courtyard, you get to the crawl space, and there's still some daytime left. And you end up waiting a long time. But if you do that, then you waste more time a day. And go, no.
Oh, Bono backflipped the wrong way. He didn't.
Yeah, you'd turn around.
Oh, no.
Got to.
CMA backflipped the correct way.
He's gonna have to
Now
quickly
he
get
dies.
this. Oh no.
Yeah, they can't hit you when you're hanging there.
I can almost hear Banuru swearing in French. Oh,
Oh, shoot.
they can't hit you there, apparently. Go fast, go fast. Okay, he's out of the danger zone. He is going to save warp though.
Meanwhile, CMA in
well.
bottom of the well right now, doing a little bit better hop.
That was scary. See Megan a little bit stuck there in that hover, but he's down.
CMA gets it.
So yeah, the bad side about Banuro taking that damage that he has to save warp out bottom of the well, which is slower than just voiding.
Well, he could just not take any damage at all, and he'd be okay.
No, because the void takes a full heart from him, so he has to save warp to actually get out.
Oh, yeah,
It'd be faster just to do that.
True, true.
Yeah, so we see CMA taking damage in a specific way here to get his health down by taking damage from that sculpture and then taking damage again from that void.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna need to get hit once from the stall children, and then he should be a-okay. Or he can just skip the stall children and take jump slash damage, or like
Yeah, either
actual
works.
jump slashing.
Wants to be either a full heart or 3/4 of a heart going into.
Since he went for owl
Awesome.
skip, they should be the stall children like really early on.
Yeah, he's got to actually nip his camera here to avoid loading the bridge. Yeah. Okay, good. If he had turned and looked at the bridge there, he would have basically had to wait outside the whole night.
Yeah, he would have loaded the chain, which is not good.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, he's fine.
Yeah, he's a-okay.
Yeah. So you see what I'm talking about with time of day advancing more. That CMA is already like about 20 seconds into nighttime, whereas Benuru's not even nighttime yet. And part of that is because of time wasted in Bomb the Well and Kakariko, but part of that is also because he went for the hour skip.
Yeah, I think CMA would be crazy enough that he'd go for like one of the new owl skips, or maybe one of the old ones.
I mean, going for hour skips in the castle doesn't waste any time anyway, so you might as well. If you fail it, you lose time, but it's not liable to kill your run.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also if he doesn't go for this hour skip, he's going to be late to the crawl space.
He gets the owl skip. Nice.
Yeah, maintains the
You
angle.
got all the owl skips and everything. His runs.
Yeah, very nice. Banuro not getting either. He didn't go for either of them. He couldn't go for this one anyway because he needed to take damage from the sculpture. So, a little bit unfortunate that the Kakos decided to get their revenge this time. So yeah, a large part of this early section is managing time of day and also managing your health. No one looking for this steam walk. He's going the old-fashioned way. No, we're playing it very, very safe with these strats. No steam walk, no owl skips.
And as you say that, he goes for unbuffered damage boost, but on BC it's not as difficult.
It's about the difficulty. No, it's dialed on N64 for sure. It's also a lot safer on VC though, because you have a backup.
Yeah.
I feel like that damage boost is. Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
I was gonna say, like on N64, it's a potential big run killer to damage boost. But on VC, if you fail it to
Yeah, that's
like
exactly
that,
what I was
then
gonna say.
you can. You still have a backup at very least in this almost mega flip. It's a pretty rough child section for Nuru overall.
Yeah.
I can hear him swearing in
Well-
French right now. In my head. Very nice.
Yeah.
Mega flip there.
Quite a big time difference between the two of them now. So CMA has
Yeah.
built up a decent lead. Because it doesn't feel like the guards here take that long, but they actually, like, they low-key take quite a while.
Yeah, depending on how lucky you get with these guards, you could take.
Well, Bono was
Oh,
doing a lot of
oh.
frame-perfect side hops there.
That was an awful guard placement, by the way. The guy was. Oh my god, okay. But they were sidewalked right in front of that guard, but luckily he didn't get caught. The guy was looking away from him at the time.
Yeah.
I've seen runs die to that last side hop. Both are past the bulk of child section. Now I've got one cutscene skip and a dot skip to go.
Don't forget a lot of cutscene.
Oh yeah, a lot more cutscenes. We've got about 2 minutes here, then about 4 minutes of Master Sword. So, popcorn ready. So if you're not familiar with the way guards work in this game, you can, if they see you, that you're put in a caught state where like they will try and catch you no matter what. But if you do frame perfect side hops, they can never catch you because you need to be on the ground for more than one frame. So as long as you do frame perfect side hops, you can be in a caught state but never actually be caught by them. And they're definitely risky because if you drop one, then you lose a bunch of time. But if you want to go fast, that's the strat you use. Unfortunately, as a standard for this category, we have quite a few cutscenes to sit through. And this is one of the benefits of them being a little bit out of sync from each other, is that the cutscenes don't overlap too much.
Yeah, both runners are at least a little staggered here too, so at least we don't have that much cutscene left.
Yeah, CMA's going to be out of it in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's just on the last couple text boxes right now. This is the last one, and then 2 more from the letter.
Yeah. And he's got a cutscene skip to do, and he'll be out. Very nice. It's a little bit late on that shoe drop, but I think it's fine though.
Yeah, it still works.
Yeah, it's better to go late than early, because you go early, then you actually do just watch the cutscene. Okay, both cutscenes skipped. If you die in the same frame into that cutscene, then you get to some, but don't have to watch the cutscene at all. Say it's about 1.5 minutes. We'll see another skip like that, similar later. I get to Minuet.
Yep, definitely.
So both players are going to be buying the Hylian shield in the shop and the bazaar before going to Temple of Time. Buying the shield is actually faster than getting it from the graveyard, because you get rupees on the way anyway.
Yeah, and then the shield gets automatically equipped when you become an adult. If you already purchased it as a child.
Still make struggling a little bit with this dot skip. I think he's fine. I thought his angle might be a little bit off, but he's alright. So going to adult section is actually a little bit interesting because CMA has the full eight bomb chews he's supposed to have right now, whereas Nuru is down 1 from the damage boost. So he's either got to do a 2 chew Spirit Hover or skip one of the Hesses, well, one like the Hess and Kakariko. Depends which one he values more, having the extra bomb chews for Spirit Hover or that a time saver in CAC.
Yeah, I mean the time saver in CAC I think would save more time, but it comes down to do you want that safety or not?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like we've seen Bonomo do 2 chew Spirit Hovers in this tournament before, so it's not out of the question he'll go for it. Actually, one of the scary moments of the tournament so far for me was in one of his matches. He did a 2 chew Spirit Hover, and he didn't like. And he felt the camera unlock on his first chew, and it went through it again, unbuffered, and got it. And I was like, "You madman! Like, your last chew, you just not get bothered trying to buffer it and play it safe."
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Dude's insane. So then, folks, we've got 4 minutes of cutscenes to sit through. Need to get a drink or
Yeah, I
get some
think I'm
food.
ready.
When to switch to better OT? Folks.
I mean, I'd be okay with that, but I think Valiant would.
Well, the problem is accessibility too, because that means that any of the N64 runners would need an EverDrive.
Yeah, that's the big issue with doing a Faster Quest tournament.
It's like, yeah, it's easy for VC, but it's a little harder for any of the N64 players.
Yeah. So Shadow and Spirit are both required for light arrows because the game checks for those 2 medallions. So you need both those medallions to get them. So when the game checks to give you light arrows, it only checks for Shadow and Spirit because you need to have you would need to have had the first 3 medallions anyway to get to that point. So it doesn't count those ones. So it only looks at Shadow and Spirit. But you do need both medallions to get light arrows. One of the checks in place the game has to whether to trigger the cutscene or not. Yeah, so you need both those medallions to get light arrows, and then you need a bow and magic in order to fire them. So those are the main ingredients for this run. And because you need the magic, you need to get Carl's Lullaby, and because you need to go to Forest Temple, you get Miniware Forest, and etc, etc. And then stuff like bombs to speed things up.
Yeah, you just don't have the explosive count with only bomb chews, so...
Yeah, without any sort of item manipulation, bomb chews don't really are they're kind of like a limited commodity in this game. There's only like
Yeah,
5 bomb chew chests in the game, and they're all pretty out of the way.
and you need to have beaten the Dongo's Cavern, I believe, to get bomb chews from the alley guy, anyway. Or from Bomb Shoe Bowling, so...
Yeah, the 2 you normally see people getting runs is either this or the ones in Ganon's Castle in Spirit Trial.
Yeah, sometimes the Spirit Temples choose as well.
Yeah, those are gone in like 100% and glitchless. Get Spirit Temple choose.
I've seen a few people grabbing them, and I think like MST lately.
Oh yeah, MST gets as well because of Collapse Skip now. They didn't used to, but they added it in because they needed the extra choose for Collapse Skip. And I got added into the route.
Alright, CMA finally getting out of one of the longer cutscenes of the run.
Yep. It's a straight safe warp. Doesn't grip choose, which means he's not probably not going for this Hasen Kakariko. Probably preserving every bomb chew he has for Spirit Hover.
Probably a smart idea. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Same for Nero, just a straight save warp, so you're probably skipping this house as well.
And there won't be any route differences between the two. They're both going to be running pretty much identical things. They might do like a few slightly different tricks here and there, but no actual route differences.
Yeah. The major route differences in this category come from different versions. If you're playing N64 or you're playing on VC, then it depends what kind of route you do. And they're both playing on VC, so doing the exact same route. Nero's angle looks a little bit tight. He might get stuck on this bridge. Okay, he's fine. He cut the back walk a little bit. So first things first, I think again get this hook shot to get and then go to the Shadow Temple. So we've got to do Dampe races to get your times in now.
Exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth. I'm gonna predict a 49.
Yeah, I was gonna say 48, but I think after that dodge, I think 49 seems likely for CMA. And then for Bonoro, I'm gonna say 48.
I'll say 47 for Bono. I'll be optimistic.
If I didn't get a real specific here,
Oh,
49 with a
48
bump.
still.
48 for CMA, very nice.
Oh, and
Nope.
Bono gets hit by fire. So no
Yeah.
47 for him.
Yeah, best he can do is a 48, no mind. Best he can do is maybe a 49 now. No, Dampe's been mean to him today, holy shit.
I think he's gonna get like a low 50.
I'm thinking 49 is probably is on the cards, I'm not too sure. Depends how the spiral goes. Okay, yeah, probably 15, yeah.
Alright, CMA voiding out. Second to took him 2 tries, but
Yeah.
no big deal.
Now do some magic.
Now he's going for a hook shot jump, which stores your velocity going upwards. And we use it to get up onto this seam. And then get ISG off of this post so we can't fall off of the seam.
Froze up.
Oh, CMA getting a little stuck.
Yeah, this happens occasionally, you gotta try and fix it by, yeah, just get out
Side
of it.
hopping or back flipping. Oh, Bono went early. That's like the worst thing you can do there. It wastes a lot of time.
Yeah. It's like a 10-15 second time loss. You failed that. At the very least, this is actually a pretty forgiving trick to fail. It doesn't cost you anything. It used to be that in older routes of this category, you have to do what's called a chew slide teleport to get up here. And if you failed it, then you lost a chew, which is obviously very valuable.
Yeah, it was a pretty easy trick though.
It was, yeah.
And it looked really cool too. A 1.5 cycle from CMA on dead hand. Bono coming up the rear here, just entering dead hand room now, so
Yeah. He's quite risky. He takes aim from dead hand, he has to go back and get health. But luckily he gets a good spawn, and never mind he's stuck in the hand. Okay, he's fine. CMA going for the unbuffered shield and roll inputs.
Oh no!
Bad frame. Got to reset this up. I'll do this back up. Okay, he's up against. That's 1 2 down for both runners. Go for it unbuffered again. Gets to frame this time. But it just should work. Yeah. Knew we're going for it as well. Ooh, but now we're getting a little bit stuck in these ESS turns. Okay, he gets it. Buffering the inputs. Smart.
Oh,
Oh my
nice.
god, CMA's
Pause
nuts.
there from CMA.
It's nuts. Gets it though. Very, very clean. So pretty sketchy. He lost a chew, unfortunately. It means they're both even now in terms of chew count.
Yeah, none of them have gone for any crazy husses yet, but I think the one in Goron's to Goron, what am I thinking of here? Dodongo's capping. It only saves about like 5 or 6 seconds or something like that if you get a
Something
side
like that.
miss.
Something like that,
So
yeah. It's generally not worth it for VC.
Yeah, because you save 4 seconds over saving, you know, a bomb, using a bomb on your
Yeah,
spirit hover, so
yeah, but
by
also
saving it, you save 4 seconds there, so honestly, to save like a second or two, not really worth it in my opinion.
yeah. If I'm gonna go for a chew Hess at any point, it would be in Kakariko. That was the most time. I say it's about 12, 15 seconds around that sort of area.
Yeah. So for anyone who missed what happened
so
here,
exactly
they basically they clipped out of bounds, flipped to the boss store, like walked over to the boss store, flipped through the boss store, made it into Bongo Bongo's room, and then killed him with ISG.
Yeah, so both those tricks back to back actually quite scary. One of the biggest run killers FD run for sure is Shadow. That both skip and BK skip are both pretty precise tricks. Both skipping the heart container.
Yeah, I'm not sure if CMA did or did not.
He skipped it. He skipped
he
it.
did as well.
Yeah,
Okay, so both runners going risky.
Both going 3 hearts. If they don't get any heart containers, it probably would have been that one. It's having the faster one to get. Yeah, I agree, Valiant. The biggest, it saves time to get Minuet because you have to stop the collection damage, but I think it basically just cancels it out. So I don't know. I feel like not getting the heart container in Shadow is a risk that's unnecessary overall, especially in the race set. I think in the race set you always want to pick up at least 1 heart container just for extra safety at Void Warp right at the end.
Yeah, or even reflected Ganondorf shots and stuff like that too.
That one could surprise you.
Yeah, if you're not ready for it, if you're already pulling out your bow and you're getting ahead of yourself.
We've seen races be decided on that before in the tournament. People will not pay attention and get whacked by a Ganondorf bolt. So CMA has a slight lead, about 25 seconds, 30 seconds or so. But everything's even in terms of ammo counts now.
Yeah, both of them are hurting quite a bit, so they'll be grabbing those hearts just outside of DC, and then proceeding to grab bombs. So as long as they don't go for a Hess here, they'll each have a 3-chew Spirit Hover, which is not bad. Not great, but not bad.
3-chew is pretty standard these days for top runners on VC.
It's nice to see the race is still pretty close.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so those rocks outside DC always have 3 hearts in them. So it's an easy way of filling your health up. Very convenient for this routing when you don't get this heart container. Okay, none of them get bought by that Tektite.
Yeah, he's usually pretty slow at getting to you, so...
Yeah. DC isn't probably easy section of the run. Not a lot that can really go wrong here. It's just some basic platforming and maneuvering through the dungeon. Getting through this dungeon is a lot faster with Adult Link because you're much taller. So you're able to like just climb up that ledge and get the switch straight away, so you can do the whole first part of the dungeon. You're able to jump over all these like big gaps that Child Link can't. So it's definitely a lot faster.
Child can do it all, but it just takes extra bomb shoes. And that just makes it take longer as well, so Adult just becomes quicker. Because you can still get a ground jump and make your way up to that switch, and then there's a mega flip you can do later, but...
Yeah, as Child Link, it takes you like about 5 minutes from entering the dungeon to get bombs. That's if you do it glitchless, or at least. With glitches, it's like 4 minutes or so. As Adult takes like 2 minutes.
With short. Child, you can do it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's close to Adult.
The only like
you don't buffer much.
Yeah, I mean the only categories that do DC as Child are like Child dungeon specific categories, or like no major skips, for example. And glitchless. So the categories that do it as Child. Everyone else does it as Adult.
Yeah. And that jump he just made there to skip all the like spike mazes and stuff is one of the main reasons that being Adult is also useful.
Yeah, you can just jump right over there. Whereas Child, you can't make that jump at all.
You need a mega flip there as Child.
You can also get it with a damage boost as Child as well. Pretty
Either
precise.
way, you need an explosive.
Shouts to Runner Guy, who during his blindfolded run SGDQ did that 2 damage boost up to that ledge, and it was pretty sick. Completely blindfolded, using just like sound keys and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
If you haven't seen that, I recommend it. It's really sick. As I mentioned earlier, one of the big ingredients for this category is magic. You need magic to fire light arrows, so going to get it now while we're in this area.
And CMA had a nice jump there. Sometimes this jump here can be a little bit troll. And you just don't go up the ledge.
Yeah, you can do everything perfectly, get a right nice angle, and still just fall off. You can jump straight off of it and it will just fall instead. I don't understand it at all.
Yeah, both runners getting, the trick done the correct way though, so... No problems there.
Another again bot by attack title of the Vultures. Well, again, a little bit slowed down by the last one, but nothing too major.
Yeah, they both had the Great Fairy, which is the only reason we need Zelda's Lullaby in the run, apart from backup strats if you fail Spirit Hover or something.
Yeah, you need it to get a key in Spirit Temple if you fail Spirit Hover.
But it's pretty much in an ideal run only as one use and one use only.
Yep.
And it's right here, right now.
So similar as what they did earlier as Child, they're going to be taking damage in a very specific way to get down to half a heart for this upcoming cutscene skip. taking the full heart damage from that fall, taking half heart from this fall, another half a heart, and then the next day's other fall in Goron City, and then another half heart from a bomb.
Yeah, which should land them in a nice cozy 3 hearts.
Yep. If you have 4 hearts, you take an extra half from that gold sculpture behind that rock.
Alright, we'll see how many tries Mido wants to make them take here. 1, 2, 2
Hey,
tries,
nice.
not bad.
2 tries. That could take anywhere from 1 to like 10 tries. It's actually ridiculous. Oh, same that was close.
Ooh.
He almost just died.
1, 2, 3.
He's over.
Not too bad, Mido.
Not too bad. As a CMA loses a bomb from that failed ground jump, but it's still a pretty cozy explosive count. And then similar to the cutting skip earlier, similar concept. Die in the same frame. Get this on. Oh!
Oh, Bono got a bad angle there.
Oh no! Oh, that sucks.
I can just hear the swearing in French right now.
Yeah. So that's a pretty big time. He's gonna have to damage down tough heart again.
Yeah, and bomb count's already kind of tight in this category.
Yeah. He'll lose an extra couple of bombs as well. He'll be at, what, 13 bombs?
Yeah, 13.
Yeah. Alright, so while he's doing this again, CMA is going to have this Hess across Cyril Field. Fails the first one, gets the second one though. Okay, it makes it this time. Very nice. Alright, so that gives CMA a pretty nice lead by about a minute or so. He'd be further ahead, but CMA failed the Hess twice in Harrowfield, unfortunately.
Eventually makes his way there, though.
Alright, CMA going for this bridge Hess. Pretty risky strat. Playing it very safe and pulled off from this angle change. I don't blame him. Okay, he's over. So if you Hess a bad angle off that bridge, you can fall off, and you will lose like 2+ minutes to having to backtrack from Lake Hylia to River Valley.
Yeah, at that point, it might be quicker to just turn your console off and turn it back on and go from the...
Temple of Time.
Yeah, go from Temple of
Maybe.
Time, keep all your bomb juice. Or bombs,
Yeah.
sorry.
CMA opted for this
Old
skate skip
school
instead.
strat.
Yeah, he lost a few bombs at the ground jump and also to failed Hesses, so he's valuing bomb count over speed here. Banera's over the bridge. Keeps hover boots on, which means he's probably going to go for this variant of gate skip as well.
Yeah, I don't blame him with 11 bombs.
Yeah.
Especially with Wasteland Hess and all that coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I can only imagine runners at this level are both going to be going for.
Yeah,
Oh,
CMA
no,
failed the
CMA.
first one.
Yeah,
Guess the
that's
second
number
one.
2.
See if he can take it all the way, or he's going to drop it and go for a half. There is a pretty reasonable race strat, so just go for a half Wasteland Hess and just not bother with the second half.
Yeah, the first half's quite a bit easier, a lot wider.
Yeah, it's a lot easier the first half. Oh,
Oh no, he voided
that was
out.
it. Boys out. Okay, now he has to really consider going for this half one instead. Because he can't afford to waste any more bombs, really. He's at 8 bombs and 3 chews. He has to really
He's got
manage
11
his...
explosives right now.
Yeah, he's going to have to be very careful. Okay, going for a second try. Seems good so far. A little bit close. An angle change, but it seems okay.
Oh, Bono voided out as well.
Ooh. Alright, well, luckily Bono voided out early, so there's not much time. CMA gets his second try, which is very nice. See if Bono gets his second try. Oh, gets a hole in one. Goes for the second one again.
I guess maybe he figures he needs to farm bombs anyways.
He probably figures that he's probably behind this point and wants to make up as much time as he can. Which is definitely a viable reason to go for this. Rather this caliber, probably know when they're ahead or behind. CMA's not going to get ISG after these levers. Probably got to wait for this Gwei. Yeah. Alright, so CMA's got size Spirit Hover here. Very nice Gwei Hover. Good height. Bono with crit health. This is kind of sketchy. See him
I've
his
had plenty
camera.
of good hovers here with crit health.
Yeah. This looks good so far from CMA. Doing the Gwei check. The Gwei's coming for him. He's got to be quick here. Just hold shield. Yeah. Oh, Bono gets knocked. This is ISG from the Gwei hitting him. He's not happy, I can tell. Oh, CMA falls off.
That might be the race.
Oh, man. Okay, let's see. If Bonero gets this Spirit Hover, he will be ahead. That looked fine to me. That looked like a good high for that backflip. I guess it wasn't. That's weird. Alright, a little bit unfortunate. He's got to do Spirit Interior now. Let's see if Bonero can get the Spirit Hover out. He's coming for. He's gonna drop this bomb. Oh my god, that was so ballsy. That was so ballsy. Oh my god. Here we go. That was so ballsy, holy shit. So that Gwei was coming for him. He knew it was coming for him.
Oh no, he voided out.
Oh no, you get crushed by the block. Oh my god. That was such a that was so ballsy, you didn't even know. Alright, so Bolero gets Spirit Hover, gets Mirror Shield, and takes a nice lead. CMA got to get through his Spirit Interior. What is that strap? I've never seen that variant of that before. That's cool though.
I don't know why he de-equipped hover boot, or did he use hover boots there?
He did.
Because it makes this first rupee a lot easier to get.
No, you can just jump dash to it.
Got it.
Yeah, you can just jump dash to it. I find it easier to do without hover boots. That's because I'm used to glitchless. We don't have hover boots today. You have to jump dash for it. So it just makes it... It's a lot more comfort zone for me, I guess. Yeah, it's very unfortunate that he failed that Spirit Hover. It makes this race pretty one-sided right now. But everyone needs to fail something major in order for CMA to catch up.
Yeah.
Like, you need to get like super trolled by Tremova or
Die to Dwarf, maybe.
those Starfoss.
Definitely would be dying to Naboo Necro.
That would be the big one, yeah. Oh, Vanero going for the bomb drop and realizing he's good.
Oh.
Oh, see him making
He's going
trouble.
with only 14 bombs? He's a madman.
It should be okay. He doesn't fail anything. He should be fine. 14 should be enough. mentioned earlier, CMA's forgetting he has a gun mirror shield. Yeah, he's fine bomb count. Earlier that one of the other uses of ZL is to get this key. And we see CMA showing it off here. Probably see Benuro go for this Naburu cutscene skip here.
Yeah, it's pretty standard to go for.
It is really risky though, because you fail it, you lose like 5 minutes. It's going for it though. Gets it. Very clean. So he damages Naburu down to the point where a bomb explosion will kill her, and then uses her to hookshot clip through the wall, and avoids out as the cutscene starts.
Yeah, off of Naburu Knuckle herself.
It can be a pretty scary strat if you're not used to. That was a weird knuckle fight from CMA. It looked like he didn't have a jump slash stored. For a second there, it took way more hits than it should do to kill a knuckle. Yeah, it's a risky strat because if you mistime it, you get hit by Naburu and you'll take 4 hearts of damage and then you'll die. You have to, then you respawn to start the dungeon, so you have to do all of Spirit, which if you've done Spirit Harbor means you haven't done anything in the temple. So you have to go through the entire first half of the temple. As well as lose a bunch of bombs for used to skip the BK in the first place. So it's a pretty risky strat to go for in a race, but I mean, we've been playing this as long as Benuro has pretty second nature to you at this point.
Yeah, let's hope CMA remembers he does not need to get this key.
Yeah, this happens.
No.
Muscle memory. When he really realized he doesn't need this.
I think he's getting the key anyway.
Yeah. So if he does Spirit
I was
Hero,
hoping he'd realize, for, like, when he was equipping it that, hey, I don't need this.
he gets no bomb drops from the Armos. That's really bad.
It's horrible.
Yeah, that sucks. Go for it again. Maybe try and get lucky this time. Gets nothing again. Oh my god, that's so unlucky.
Yeah,
These
he's
Armos
already
have
behind.
So these Armos have a 50% chance to drop bombs, I believe. To get nothing is insane. I mean, there's a farmer's pot a few times. Alright, meanwhile, Benuro's fighting Twin Rover. Twin Rover is the most hated boss to speed run in this game.
Yeah. Bono gets my first cycle though.
CMA is actually down a heart. He needs to get a health refill here to know what to do. Naburu cutting skip. Gets it. Very nice. Naburu's starting from this side, interesting.
Nice job from Bono there on Twin Roba.
Yep, pretty decent fight overall. Alright, CMA's through the boss door.
Yeah.
CMA's about 3-4 minutes behind maybe at this point.
The trick's like a 4-frame window to pull sword, but it's still a trick you see people fail like a lot more often than usual. Or even just getting the staircase hover there.
Oh, the BK skip, yeah.
Yeah.
I find my issue with the stick SR is that I dropped the second bomb too early, so I just get hit by the bomb instead. That's the thing about Twin Rover is like Twin Rover was a really cool concept and a really cool boss to fight casually. In a speedrun, it sucks because she can waste an infinite amount of time.
Yeah, she just sucks.
She can just waste so much time. But we were going full balls to the wall, no hard containers.
Yeah, I figure if you're skipping Shadow, you're probably skipping Spirit.
Oh yeah,
Spirit
for sure.
works a lot longer.
That was so close. Okay.
He probably could have gone for it there, but
no,
oh my god, that was a heart attack.
Yeah, he would have got hit if he had gone for it, I think. He'd have been too slow. So what happened there was he went for a different setup for that cutscene skip where he does 2 crouch stabs. He did 1 crouch stab, barely missed getting hit, and then misses the time window to get that setup done. Because if you go too late on trying to get a hookshot clip, to just whack you and kill you. And he realizes that and decides it's just not worth going for it. The extra hard container is useful purely for Ganondorf, which has 3 hearts of damage, and also Void Warp, where if you get hit by a rock, Void Warp, you can go for it again. You have 4 hearts, whereas if you have 3 hearts, you have to die.
Yeah, but if you get knocked down by a rock, then you still have to kill yourself, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, so getting 4 hearts is the perfect breakpoint for safety and speed in this run. It's why most people go for Shadow Heart Container and don't get Spirit. Unless you're like going for a really good time, which means you skip both. Okay, yeah. So that's what I meant, Valiant. Yeah, you can save a rock troll, whereas with 3 hearts you really can't. Alright, so CMA's done his boss fight with Twin Rover, and Mineru's entering Forest Temple to get the bow. Alright, pretty quick start from CMA. No double, unfortunately. Ooh, a little bit of troll here. Okay, you got lucky.
Yeah, sometimes you just get lucky and they float back in front, or you can kind of, like, if you know they're behind you, you can fire the hookshot to make them start moving again.
Yeah, so you can use hookshot to manipulate their movement patterns a little bit. Just stand still, you want them to move a certain place, you hookshot them to get them to move faster. Also, don't move to get them in place when you see them in a good position. So it is manageable RNG, but it's still RNG. That's 3 hits so far for CMA. Needs 1 more, I believe. This is the worst situation you could be in when they're on opposite sides of the room from each other. Okay, you got lucky again.
Lucky again. Yeah.
Alright, so Banura is firing the first of many Stealth Force in this run.
Another reason having heights is useful.
Yeah, these Stealth Force are the surprise, the Dark Horse run killers of this category. You can make it through this entire run, gas spirit, minute ahead, and then get unlucky to get hit by a jump slash from the Stealth Force and die in 1 hit. It's a pretty scary time.
It's usually your own fault if you die to the Stalfos, but it doesn't make it any less scary.
Yeah. Here he's gonna do a ledge clip for this Sonata time block. Get to the courtyard early. Then do a damage boost to get over to this balcony early. Which skips having to get a key. Normally you need 3 keys in order to get to the bow. Here, you can do it with just 2 by skipping that that locked door in the main room.
Yeah, I remember the old strats back in the day too, where we had to go out of bounds and then flip back in, sort of, and like open and close the door a few times. Good days now that we've got the ledge strat technology on our sides.
Yeah, ledge clipping is was a big find for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Just Skater. But I guess the impossible jump. That jump can be a little bit tricky. It's not too hard the hover boots jump to that ledge, but if you roll too close to the wall on the left, you can clip back inbounds on the other side and fall down to the bottom. So you gotta be real careful how you space your rolls there.
Yeah.
And
Bonus.
you're going.
Go ahead.
I think we were gonna say the same thing, skipping navi text in this corridor.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 navi texts there. One at the start of the door, and one at the opening to get to the other room. If you hug the right side wall, then they don't trigger. Here's the second set of Staphos.
Giving his safety hurt, I don't blame him.
Yeah. So Staphos do 1 heart damage with a slash and then 2 hearts with a jump slash. So having 3 hearts here is kind of scary. I know some runners like to get Deku Nuts to help with these guys. Deku Nuts actually help a lot with these guys. Because after you stun them, they kind of just stand there and get hit. They don't defend themselves.
Yeah. CMA just getting his Spirit Medallion now. Finishing up that cutscene, so there's quite a big time difference here between the 2 runners.
Yeah, a good 5 minutes or so.
It looks like there's going to be the Battle of the UK for the winners semis.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a European showdown by the looks of it. Unless something who messes up massively. Somewhere. Alright, so time for a very long cutscene up on Nero's end. He's gotta go watch Lyra cutscene. It's about 5 minutes long, so we've got time to watch CMA's Forest Temple, see how it gets on.
Oh, he fails the 1 strat, kinda
Yeah,
saves it, but
that can happen. Yeah, Croxer, he went for the backflip onto the seam and didn't quite make it for some reason. He didn't get onto the seam. So he just fell down and to go for Spear Interior. He was about 30 seconds ahead of Nuru at that point. So pretty unfortunate.
yeah, definitely. To see the run, like, and the race kind of decided by something that a lot of us can't even explain why it's failing.
Yeah, there's probably some reason. If we go back and watch the whole thing again, we could probably find the point where it's like, okay, this is what happened. This is where he went wrong. But in hindsight, it's hard to tell from that one look of it.
Sometimes it just happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon if he had more explosives, he probably would have got 1 more just to be safe, but he only had, I think, 2 bombs at that point.
Yeah,
So
he
he
would
couldn't
have
really
had to
afford
have
Hair's still 1 bomb super slide, or go Lightning Zone and farm bombs in the rocks.
Yeah, I think casting is like safer than 1 bomb super sliding just because
It depends how
people
good you
more
are.
used to it.
It
Yeah, but
depends
some people are really good at 1 bomb super slides.
Yeah, like Valiant, who's in chat right now. My favorite thing I've ever seen in this game is Valiant doing the inverted cam 1 bomb super slide to Kakariko in the relay race a few months ago. That was sick. The ultimate swag points.
Yeah. Seeing he gets block flipped there pretty effortlessly.
Yeah, aside from the first key, he's actually pretty good cross tempo for him so far. Dude, this setup for this damage boost, interesting. That's a cool setup. It gives you a much better visual cue for the equip.
Yeah, it looks a little scary, but I mean, I'm sure it's not.
This is a bit
Oh
wide.
no!
Yeah. He messed up the setup for that. Oh god, this bubble's gonna mess his day up. Yeah, it's actually really bad. He can't really take damage from these bombs, and he has to get this strat now. There we go. Oh, okay, good save. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this bubble's coming from him. This is really sketchy rooms from CMI.
Yeah, I'm worried about the bubbles in the room after this as well.
Yeah, so that bubble can pull you up ledges. So you
You cut that corner about as close as you can cut it too.
That was super close, yeah. I thought he was gonna play back and bounce there.
Alright, he's rolling here probably so that he knows that he can die. Oh my god, that bubble went for him too.
He was coming for that booty so hard.
Sweetie, sweetie.
Oh my god. That was the scariest block room I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, good thing he gets that safety heart.
Yeah. Needs one more now. He can't really do this with half heart.
Oh, he can and he will.
Avoiding the nut drop, he hasn't given any dick nuts so far. Oh my god, the camera. Some MM camera shit right there. Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Every time I see runners on like half a heart find Star Fox, I'm always like clench so hard. Oh boy. Alright, he gets the bow. After a multitude of heart attacks.
And Bono is conveniently out of the cutscene.
Yeah. So ZMA is better than go get his light arrows while Bonero goes to Ganon's castle.
And because they've got the light arrows now, that they're gonna get this rainbow bridge here. I forget if it's the light arrows themselves or having watched the light arrow cutscene that gives you the ability to get this bridge.
I guess it's watching the cutscene.
Yeah, it would have to be otherwise.
Yeah, because you can give him light arrows instead of
yeah, exactly. The Bono does only have 6 bombs, so we'll see what strats he goes for.
Looks like it's going for the staircase hover. He's makes him bomb perfect pretty much. Needs 1 bomb for the Void Warp and then 2 for Super Slide into Ganon later.
Yeah, and he won't be able to do the Has to Impress.
Yeah. Before we could go for the Mega Side Hop and save 2 extra bombs, but I guess he values the speed right now. It does make Void Warp kind of scary for him because he fails Void Warp once and he's gonna be low on bombs. I have to do a 1 bomb Super Slide or use Hook Shot to kill Ganon.
Yeah, that could give CMA the opening he needs to get back into the race.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate for this race to basically be decided on a failed spirit hover.
Yeah, it happens. There's a reason that Spirit is where runs go to die. It's not easy tricks there in quick succession.
Double knuckles looking very nice. I guess it's the quick spin.
That's some swag right there, although I think
Yeah.
it's a little faster maybe.
I'm not too sure. I think it might be faster by like a few frames to do that quick
Yeah,
spin. I'm
just
not too
because you've
sure.
already got like the quick spin like filling the hitbox when it
Yeah.
becomes free from the iframes.
Exactly. Alright, CMA still in light arrow cutscene. Got about a minute or so left on that. And more than actually, maybe a minute and a half. And then when there is by fight Ganondorf. Ganondorf is a pretty scary fight with 3 hearts because text one hit he's gonna die. And it's also a pretty it's not like a hard fight, but it's a more awkward fight. You even got a bottle to deflect the shot with. If you have a bottle, this fight's kind of a breeze.
Yeah, for some reason he doesn't hit the bottle shot back as often. I don't know why. It might just be placebo, but it feels like
Yeah, the ball's
bottle
nice.
has strange powers.
Yeah, it's like that, and also the ball is active for more frames, so it's easy to deflect it, and also you can store a jump slash beforehand.
Yeah.
So yeah, do it in the middle of the fight. You can just back the shot, shoot a light arrow, go SG. But here you have to flick it with a sword instead, which is a little bit more awkward. Oh! Well, like I was saying, it's a little bit more awkward with a sword. That's unfortunate. He still has a pretty sizable lead.
Yeah, he
CMA.
still does.
He can afford to take that time loss, but it does give CMA a little bit more of a chance to catch up here. CMA sub-emoted.
Alright, CMA finally making his way to the tower.
How many bombs does CMA have? Yeah, he has more than Blur for sure. I think that maybe... Actually, no, maybe not, because he failed a lot of ground jobs, so maybe he's... about 6 or so? 7, okay. 7's not bad. This is winners bracket round 4, I believe. So we have the winners bracket semi-finals, and then we have losers bracket semi-finals and finals as well. Yeah, there's 4 people left in losers. Whoever loses this will go on to face Judo Gerudo in losers bracket. Whoever wins will go on to face Cruxa in winners bracket.
Alright, round 2 for Bono.
Let's go, Bono. You got this. Well, Bono's been in all dungeons recently, so no Ganondorf in sight for him. Oh, like I was saying, the reflection. Oh my god, this
At
Gandalf.
least he had the state of mind to actually
Oh my
dodge it.
god. Okay, gets it the second time. Alright, gets Gandalf killed. CMA gets a second hover into the tower. Next one is Tower Ascent.
Got not too much left in the run for Bono now.
Yeah, it's got one Void Warp and then a Ganon fight.
Still a lot that can go wrong though, so
Yeah.
it still ain't over.
Ain't over until it's over in this category.
Still quite a few big possible time losses if you die to Ganon or if you fail Void Warp somehow. Most likely from a rock.
Yeah, Rock Troll could happen.
Mind you, you'd probably need more than one rock troll for CMA to make his comeback.
Yeah, CMA's still got double knuckles. He's got the final staircase. He's got the Gandalf cutscene, then the Gandalf fight, and then this cutscene go through. So he's still around 3 minutes behind. So it's gonna take more than one rock troll to
He has
decide
4
this.
bombs too. Nice synchronized knuckles.
Very good. No shadows on sight. Alright. Gets a Void Warp, and get the fall down the tower.
Yeah.
Angle seems alright.
If he somehow dies to Ganon, then there's a big shot for CMA to come back. Because he won't have any explosives left.
Yeah. I was about to say there's possible to get grabbed by that Redead, but he didn't try to like roll too slow for that. Also, these rocks can kill him if you're not careful. He's good.
Yeah, that's pretty much par for the course. A lot
And
of
gets
the
the kiss.
zombies have a lot of help there, so. And yeah, gets the kiss. Run confirmed. Acceptable.
Yeah, that's a big danger about being at the low health. Is that you can get a crit wiggle during that as well. As Valiant points out.
Yeah, holding Z is a good way to avoid that crit health wiggle.
Yeah,
I
if you're
try to hold
targeted,
Z
you don't get.
a
Yeah, if you're
lot
targeted,
there.
then you don't get crit wiggles at all, which is good.
But I just try to hold Z a lot anytime I'm around laggy stuff on N64 anyways.
Oh right, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like the most common place to target to avoid crit wiggles is in SFM to avoid jumping onto the maze when going for a mini-web cutscene skip.
Yeah, that one can be really troll if you don't hold Z there. Or if
Yeah.
you're running right after you climb up the vines near the owl in the courtyard.
Oh, okay,
You can
yeah.
get the crit health wiggle and jump right off to the left there and go back
Yeah.
down into the climb the vines.
Very nice fight from CMA. I had a bit of a slow shot from Gandalf, but otherwise it's pretty clean.
Bono gets the super slide, so short of dying to Ganon, this race is pretty close to over, but...
Yeah. It's not impossible. Like, Ganon's a pretty easy boss fight, but gets like a crit wiggle or like a bad roll, gets stuck under him, he can get a random hit in. So it's not impossible, but it's unlikely.
Yeah, it's an easy fight, but it's also... Or, it's an easy fight, but it's also an easy fight to mess up something silly on. And it's not a forgiving fight.
Alright, so despite losing a bunch of time in Spirit Temple, CMA actually did quite a decent job to catch up. Yeah, he had a really good tower overall. Yeah, both runners bomb perfect going into the end game. 3 bombs is all you need when you're in the tower. Technically 2 bombs is all you need in the tower because you can do 1 bomb superstar instead. Pretty quick first phase of Bono. CMA gets some
one more.
That's it. Bono takes it. CMA gets a Void Warp. He's out of tower. Alright, GG to Benuro, who will advance to the next round of winners.
Against
Cruxer. CMA unfortunately falling down the losers bracket.
Where he's going to be facing Judo Gerudo.
Yep. The last bastion of America.
It's an official SRL time of 1:19:21 for Bono. So pretty good time there.
For us, pretty good time. Benuro probably doesn't happy with it at all.
Well, considering everything that went wrong, there's still a lot that went right.
Yeah. I feel like Sub 120 is a sign of a decent race in this tournament. This tournament's been kind of mean to a lot of runners.
Yeah.
If CMA and Fels Pro Harbor or got that weird, or missed that scene, we would have seen a really close race. It was still really close up until that point.
And I mean, CMA was kind of making up some ground at the end by not dying to Ganondorf.
Yeah.
But just wasn't quite enough. Hopefully he's able to perform well at the end here, though, and get the super slide and have a good end fight. That way he can still hold his head somewhat high and be like, you know what, if that Spirit Hover didn't troll me, I probably would have won.
Yeah, it's still a really good race overall. Yeah, and as well, like both ending with like no bombs to spare. Both ended on 0 bombs. 0 bombs and half a heart. Real nail biter right there.
And they weren't failing tricks at the end either.
Alright, so while CMA goes into this final boss fight, I want to give you a quick rundown about how the tournament's going to shake up from here. We're looking at a semi-finals between, women's bracket semi-finals between Benuro and Cruxer. Then losers bracket, we have round 6 of losers, CMA versus Judo Gerudo, and then TKC versus Sundere, which already happened today, I forgot about that. So yeah, it's the TKC and losers round 7. So winner of Judo and CMA will go on to face TKC and losers semi-finals. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy shake-up. Maybe just gone so far.
Yeah.
like no 64 at all left other than Judo. No of North America left except for Judo. It's all Europe and Japanese and VC.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
But, I gotta root for Cruxer because he sent me to the losers bracket in the first place, and I was like, you know what? If I was beaten by the best, then I can hold my head high. And just, you know what, that race against Fig was just a mulligan.
It happens, dude.
CMA getting a final time of 1:23:12.
Yep, finishes the match off. Again, very unfortunate how it went down. the
Spoiler!
first hover, but it happens. Hi, Trez.
Spoiler! Just spoiling the race time. God damn it. But yeah, GG.
GG.
GG. So do we know if Bono or CMA, I imagine CMA probably not because of the language barrier, but do we know if Bono's doing an interview?
I think he said he was going to, yeah, in the SRL chat.
Alrighty, Bono is joining us for an interview anytime soon, I hope. So let's switch over to the interview screen. Let's talk business.
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 So yeah, that was a cool race. It was very close to the first half, and unfortunately, a first rubber ended up deciding it, which happens more often than not in this category.
Yeah, it really does. But that's the nature of the game, you know?
Yeah, nature of the game, nature of the category.
So yeah, now only Cruxer, Bono, Cruxer and Bono are remaining in the winners bracket, right?
Yep. And then we have from losers, we have CMA, Judo, and TKC.
Dang.
Yeah, so next matches are going to be CMA versus Judo Garudo in losers bracket, and then Bonero versus Cruxer in winners bracket. Both pretty damn good races.
Oh look, Mr. Flush Baguette joined the chat. Oh. There's Bono. Hey, Bono.
Hey,
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey,
doing
congratulations.
alright, thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, GG, man. There's you already mentioned the race in the Twitch chat. You found this race. How did you feel overall about how it went?
I mean, it was kind of okay before Ganondorf. I got pretty tilted right at the beginning with the Coco stuff.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
but,
I forgot about
yeah.
that.
yeah. But we're saying that we could practically hear you swearing in French. How that happens?
Yeah. But,
Yeah, you actually it was a really close race up until Spirit Hover when after CMA failed it, very unfortunately.
yeah, I was
Okay.
actually watching at the same time. I was
Yeah,
running.
you're about 30 seconds behind at Spirit Hover, I think. So pretty
Yeah.
damn close.
Yeah, it could have been an alright time if I didn't die, but like, how much time did I lose? Like, probably 2 minutes or something.
Minute and a half roughly, yeah, around that.
Yeah, could have been a 117.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
bit of a shame. That happens.
Yeah.
We were saying beforehand, like over the entire race, like getting hard containers will take you from getting hit by Ganondorf and like rock trolls, and how Ganondorf control you, and you might start about the shot back, and then you went to the boss fight and got just whacked by him, and we're like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I haven't done Ganondorf in forever. Like, I haven't done it since my last match, so
Yeah, I was wondering, like, because you've been doing a lot of old dungeons, so
yeah.
no Ganondorf, no tower, no nothing like that.
Same like when I was doing Boatscape, I almost did the the bomb setup.
Oh
Because
yeah,
yeah, that's a memory.
yeah, and I noticed you were like doing a bunch of ESS turns back and forth, trying to get the right angle. I'm just like, you okay? You okay? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to practice more if I want, like, to beat Cruxer, because he's been grinding so much, and I'm not practiced at all in this category, so gonna have to practice.
Yeah, it should be a really good match, you versus Cruxer.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool how this bracket is shaken up. We've got it's mostly just Europe and Virtual Console left. It's like one Japanese, one North America, one N64 left in the bracket. It's kind of
Yeah.
weird how that ad turned out. Alright, Mubsy, you got anything else you want to ask?
I don't know, I think you kind of covered most of my main question was mostly regarding, I guess, Cruxer and like what are his thoughts on the next round, but that kind of got covered there. Yeah, I don't think. Is there any questions from the chat or anything here that people have for him here? Or his thoughts on it? Maybe some of the other races here.
Yeah,
CMA versus Judo.
Any thoughts on the matches left at loser bracket? You got CMA versus Judo Gerudo, and then wins that, we'll go on to face TKC. How do you feel about those kind of matchups?
I mean, yeah, CMA versus Judo is gonna be interesting. I think that's Judo that beat Valiant, right? Not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, those are gonna be really interesting to watch for sure.
Judo's been really consistent. So anyone, if they don't have a great run, is going to be looking at possibly getting bopped by Judo.
Yeah, it's cool to see like newish runners do one's tournament. Like both Cruxer and Judo have improved an awful lot since the start of this tournament. They've come a long way. It's cool to see them hold their own with the big boys.
It's really cool that I managed to get sub 120 on all of my races so far.
Yeah, I think I'm the only
hope,
person to do that so far.
Yeah. I hope it's gonna continue.
Everyone else has had something go catastrophically wrong, but you're always playing consistent enough that you might have a few things go wrong, but you're still always sub 120.
Yeah.
All right,
I
then.
think I'm good. I think I'm good for interview. Yeah, that's me done.
All right, then. 3 more matches to go. Right? Yes.
Yeah.
3 more matches to go. No, 4.
It's 3, and then we got the finals for
Yeah.
losers, and then the finals for winners.
It's 5 then, actually.
So 5 overall. Yeah.
5 more matches to go.
5 overall.
Math is easy, guys.
Yeah. All right.
3 plus 2.
Yeah. Alrighty. It was a great match. I hope you all enjoyed it. Shoutouts again to Bono and to CMA for putting up a great show. Especially until the Spirit Hover. And shoutouts to Mopsy and to Greg for doing the interview, and to all of you that watched. We had 150 people at some point. Given that it's really early in the morning for the US, that's a pretty damn solid number.
Nice.
And yeah, well,
You're welcome.
we have like 10 more streams today on ZSR or something, so I don't know.
Busy day.
Yeah, busy day. I believe I will be like doing 6 streams today, and the last one will be at like 3 a.m. So I don't know.
Trash, you need to sleep, man. You need to get some sleep somewhere.
Yeah, at my age. It's fine, however. So if you want to watch, there will be plenty of stuff, including the grand finals for the Link Between Worlds any % tournament, which is gonna be great. So yeah. Catch y'all later, I hope, in any kind of stream today. And until then, thanks everyone for watching, and see you later.
See ya.
you later.